Hey guys, Tony here, and in this video, I'm going to show you the latest addition to my home, and that is building a cool little theatre room for my kids upstairs with a VAVA 100-inch thin bezel screen to pair with the VAVA 4K laser TV. I need to tell you that VAVA did send me the new screen, however I have not been given any information or talking points for it, so all the views and opinions are mine and mine alone, and VAVA have not seen this video prior to it going live. Now as a bonus, I'll also give a preview of a future video where I install a 5.1 fine audio speaker setup with a Canton wireless receiver, just to paint a picture of what you can do in a living room space, as well as a few demos of how this setup of screen and projector look in my room, so stay tuned. So guys, a quick overview of the screen by VAVA. They reached out to me late last year and shipped me the screen, as I had mentioned I wanted to get a small mini home theatre room set up upstairs, and this thin bezel screen really fits the requirements well. This particular model is 100 inches and has a thin bezel to give it the look of a TV, and as VAVA market their ultra short throw projector as a laser TV, it really pairs with it well. The material for the screen is specially made to reject ambient light and will only accept and reflect light that is being fired up towards it, rejecting up to 92% of other light, and it works really well, as you can see from this footage. It works even better in a darker room, so with the shutters down and still pretty well lit, the screen still looks like a TV, and I can tell you the image from the camera just doesn't do it justice. In person, it's really impressive. So let's talk about the screen itself and the construction process. This screen was designed to match the VAVA laser TV, so it has a thin bezel, not finished in velvet, but in a powder coated aluminium. It feels really well made, the structure is quite rigid, and it was a fairly straightforward process to put it all together. As this space will mostly be for the kids, I enlisted my son to help me out. Everything in the box was well labelled and came with printed instructions, which were very easy to follow. Once the frame was put together, you place the material down on the ground first and put the frame on top of the screen material. Then, working your way around the frame, you pull the springs in the center of each side, so you can set the tension levels evenly on all four sides of the screen. Then, working our way around each side, we got the screen material tensioned around the frame. Now on my first attempt, I didn't notice the ripple in the corner, which I have since fixed by taking down the screen and retensioning it, which made a big difference. After the screen material was on, it was time to put the bezel on, which went on nice and easy. There are corner protectors, but I didn't like the look of them as they stuck out too much, so I actually ended up removing them. Once the screen construction was completed, it was time to work out the mounting position. Using the projector as a guide, I marked the center position of the screen. The VAVA 4K does not allow you to shift the image down, so I was limited by the minimum height it would project onto the wall, which in my opinion is a little bit too high for my liking. I may get a new unit or buy some smaller feet so that I can have it mounted lower down, but for now this is what I'm working with. So using a laser level, I marked the center position so I could get the screen positioned in the middle of the space. Once it was marked, I had the mounting tape, which was included with the screen, and was able to get the brackets positioned and marked and drilled into place. There are 4 brackets, however, as I'm not 100% sure on the positioning and location, I only drilled in 2, which is totally fine and holds the weight without any issues. Then we placed the screen nice and easy into the brackets and started to calibrate the projector. Using the keystone correction, I was able to overscan the image, which then allowed me to push it down into each corner. This was a pretty easy process, however any bumps of the cabinet or TV unit will move the image, so it could be a good idea to make a wall mounted shelf so that it isn't affected by that in the future. So once the image is lined up, I ran a few demos and I couldn't believe how good the picture looked. This VAVA screen was able to produce not only a bright image, but it was also great at reproducing the color and the vibrancy that made it take on the qualities of a television. The form factor of the screen, the size, as well as the thin bezels lend it to feeling more like a giant TV than a projector screen, and in a darkened room while watching a movie, it still did have a very cinematic feel to it. At first I was running from the VAVA's own speakers, which are quite capable for what they are Harman Kardon speakers, but Mick from Sydney Hi-Fi Motorvale has loaned me some gear for an up and coming video. I thought I would try them out and see how they performed with the new setup. It was late at night when I did this and the lighting wasn't the best, but I can tell you I was very impressed with the setup. And although I hadn't actually planned on this room being anything exciting, I am now really looking forward to setting up this room, which will be great for casual movie watching and gaming. So I won't go too much into the speakers or the receiver that I've paired with them in this video, but they are an LCR speaker, all identical from Fine Audio, and the receiver is from Canton, and it's a great little unit which I can't wait to show you in a new video. It's a 5.1 which can actually be expanded to 7.1 with some wireless speakers. I think something like this is perfect for this use case as it's a small form factor. However, as they are a loaner unit, I will most likely be buying some Crick speakers to go there instead, probably a 3.1 as I don't think I really need more than that. However, I will be discussing that in another video. So here are some demos of what the picture looks like and you can judge for yourself. I want to make a disclaimer that any banding or artifacting you might see is due to the refresh rate of my camera and the shutter speed. I've tried my best to match it and I can assure you that in person you definitely cannot see it. So let me share my thoughts on this setup. I think for the cost, both a screen and a projector, you are getting something substantially cheaper than a 100-inch television, making it something you could consider. It's more suited to a casual space like a living room than a home theater, and I think if you look at this setup with that in mind, it could be a really good choice for you. With some careful consideration, you could buy or make something to house the projector and the screen, and you can get it aligned perfectly so that it doesn't bump every time you walk past it. The biggest challenge with this setup is having proper audio, and that is the center speaker will want to occupy the same space as the projector. I am going to go with a wall mounted speaker so that I don't have this issue, so it will either need to be a sealed speaker or a front ported speaker. I already have the Crick's acoustics in mind, so you may see something on the channel very soon with this very capable speaker, so make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss that video. If you'd like to buy the VAVA screen or the VAVA 4K laser TV, I have links in the description below, and if you do buy through my links, it will go toward directly supporting the channel at no additional cost to you. If you liked the video and you found it helpful, smash that like button for me, and by doing so you will be helping out the channel and encouraging me to make more content like this. I have a lot more videos coming over the next few weeks, so make sure you stay tuned for those, but that's it for this one. You will catch me in the next one. Bye for now.